you've been feeling something reaching its breaking point, you're not imagining it. The masks are coming off. The truth is rising. And what's been kept in illusion can't stay hidden anymore. Spirit is bringing closure where your heart has carried too much for too long. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's see what's finally coming to an end. Welcome in, my beautiful Taurus friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in spirit, open up this space, and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So I wanted to first start with a Sacred Woundings Oracle card. So this is something that is surfacing right now in your life, a wound, an emotion, something from the past. It could be a repeating pattern for you. And the energy right now is supporting you in finally ending whatever this is. You know, ending it from interfering in the way that you give and receive love or experience reality. All right, so what we're getting here is the wound of the soul widow. Is it the soul widow? Yeah, the wound of the soul widow. Now, some of you might be resonating with the image of this card. Maybe the people in these cards are people resembling someone in your life. So grieving unlived versions of yourself. You might be in an experience where you're grieving unlived versions of yourself. So this wound arises when paths you once longed for fade away. Dreams unchosen, identities outgrown, or parts of you silenced to survive. You carry quiet grief for the lives you didn't get to live. It can leave you feeling hollow, nostalgic, or unsure how to honor what was lost while still moving forward. So this feels like you may be caught in a loop. And this loop, I feel, has come across lifetimes with you. And you are here, Taurus, because you're meant to actually cut the cord on whatever this is. You're not meant to live in this looping energy. Okay, so this is finally coming to an end. All right, so this is what I'm getting here. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through for you. So the wound of the soul widow. We've got the Ten of Wands. This is an incredibly heavy energy that you've been carrying for a very long time. We've got a completion happening here. It is time to close this out. So this is where Spirit is encouraging you to put a little bit more energy and effort into releasing or putting down the weight that you're carrying. Emotional baggage. You know, these are things that you're constantly thinking about. These are grudges. These are, you know, things that have happened in your life that you choose to not let go of. And you can't carry this anymore. It's time to let it go. So 10 of Wands. We have the Hierophant card. So we have a higher power, this energy that is connected to your spirit guide, your higher self, and of course, the higher power. There's communication happening with you through spirit. So you might be having conversations with someone that has more information on how to lighten the load. This could be a therapist, a counselor, a coach, a mentor, somewhere or someone that is giving you knowledge and wisdom on how to release this weight. Okay, you're being encouraged to actually look for that support as well. And it has to do, again, with a belief system, okay? So we're going to look at that. And then we have the Ace of Wands. We're going to grow something new. You are meant to live a new experience of growth. And this is where you're starting fresh. This is something that you haven't experienced before. It's been a dream. It has been something that you felt that you were never able to actually experience, but you're carrying the weight of feeling like you actually did and you lost it. So there's this feeling of heavy loss. And sometimes we don't even know why we're carrying that or what it is, right? We're unaware of it. So I feel what's happening is there's something coming into awareness for you. And there is this beautiful light that is being shined in this place of darkness for you. So this is what this Ace of Wands is the light coming into the darkness. Okay, so I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. I was so close about tripping there on my words, so I caught myself. Now, I love it, Taurus, when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So let's just move these cards and move this up over here. So, you know, there's a root pattern that has kept repeating itself in your life, Taurus, and it's interfered in your relationships and in the way that you give or receive love. It's because there's no room to actually do that or even interact with the energy of love. So this is the really important part about you letting the weight down, because we're now creating room for something else to come in. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. Things are moving slowly. I'm getting a really slow energy coming in. So when I'm trying to speak, it feels like I'm being asked to speak very slowly. So then I find myself tripping on words. So I feel things are a bit slow because there's heaviness here. What is this for you, Taurus? What is this heaviness that you're carrying? Because, you know, you're unnecessarily carrying it. You don't have to carry it. I don't know where you're getting this idea that you have to carry it. You know, where is this externally, this pressure coming in that is making you feel this way? So this is something that Spirit is now connecting you to, because this is finally coming to an end in your life. And it's through you actively participating in releasing whatever this is that's been weighing on you heavily. You've been going like this for a little while, and it's now time for you to, you know, experience lightness, experience joy and happiness. You know, you might have been working really hard. Maybe you're a single parent, or there's some sort of goal or something that you're trying to accomplish or live by or live up to, something like this, or, you know, an expectation of someone else, or, you know, family stuff. Like sometimes we have pressure from our families, you know, our loved ones, our spouses, our work, like this pressure to be someone, or, you know, to have this by this time, or whatever it is. You know, these are all things that come from other people's realities, not yours. Okay, so this is where Spirit is reconnecting you to you, and they are asking you to tend to your energetic garden at this time, which is your physical body, your mind, your spirit, and release the weight of whatever it is that feels heavy to you, that you're stressing and worrying about. Put it all down. We are now going to reassess. We're going to look at what's ours and what's not. And, you know, a lot of times whenever I go through this experience, I just wipe the slate clean. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get rid of everything that I've been thinking about. I'm not going to think about any of that stuff. And how I do this is I just sit there and I imagine me just whoosh, like just this blow of air, and everything kind of flies out of the screen in my mind. And I replace it with something else, like something I'm doing. So for example, I had a lot of stuff in my mind last night. It was the full moon in Aries. Incredibly powerful full moon, everyone. It was a super moon. So this super moon is perfect for releasing and letting go of this kind of weight. So this energy of the supermoon is going to last up until the end of October, everyone. So take advantage of this time right now, because it is actually supporting you in taking some of this weight off, right? So yeah, I just cleared my mind, and instead of thinking anything, I just put on a video to do some exercising. And I was like, you know, that's not connecting with me. I'm just going to grab my bar. I have a 10-pound bar, and I just started working with it and doing my own movement and flow. It felt really nice. And it got rid of whatever the stress was that I was thinking about. And I totally forgot what it even was. So this is kind of, you know, the energy that Spirit is encouraging you to cultivate in your life, is finding ways to release and let go and doing other things, replacing it with something else. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here with the 10 of Wands. It is opening you up to a completely new experience in your life. This is where you're planting that seed. You know, you're choosing to show up and clear the energy. And this is you digging that hole to plant the seed. Now that we've created space, we've planted that seed. Now what you have to do is show up for that seed, to water it, to make sure it's getting enough sunlight, that the soil is good, there's no weeds growing there. You're going to tend to this, you're going to commit to it, you're going to devote yourself to it. And you're going to see how it starts to sprout and how it starts to grow and really shine in your life. And I feel the seed is inside of you. They want you to work inside out. Okay, so it starts with you, that change. So it's how can you, especially if you're feeling this energy, this weight, Taurus, how can you show up a little bit differently in your life? What can you change for the better? Like, what is something that is in your life right now that you don't like, or, you know, you're not in alignment with? What can you change there? This could be a small thing, like, you know, maybe you've been thinking about waking up earlier, maybe a half hour earlier, maybe starting just with that, and then going from that to something else. I like to give myself at least a good week to get used to one energy. Sometimes it goes up to 2-3 weeks, depending on how I'm doing with it. And once I get good at it, then I implement something different, something small. Like I'll get up in the morning. Okay, now I'm going to maybe do 10 jumping jacks right away after I wake up. And I do that for the next little while, right? So this is how I kind of shift this energy. I take the weight, I set it aside, and I replace it with something else. And here with the Hierophant card, there's an expansion happening within your consciousness here, Taurus. So as this expansion is happening, Spirit is encouraging you to clear some of this clutter out. And let's take in some knowledge and wisdom. Let's try to learn and grow, right? Let's, you know, actively participate in this expansion of our consciousness, giving it the information and the energy that it needs to absorb in order to grow. So, you know, sometimes we need to, you know, take a course or talk to someone. Clearing, meaning venting, getting that energy outside of us by communicating it to someone else, someone you trust, and not allowing yourself to squash yourself. Now, what I'm getting here with the Hierophant, there's a lot of different things popping up here with this card right now. And I feel like I want to talk really fast with this card's energy. And it's because there's a lot of fast energy coming in. So I don't know if any of you have been speaking really fast or feel like you have to do something quickly in order to get your voice out there to be heard or felt heard. Any of you feeling that way? And, you know, again, I feel this is an energy that lingers sometimes. It shows up in all the cards. So keep this in the background, know that it's there. And anytime you're facing things, this might show up that you, because you're aware of it, you can manage it, right? Because you're aware of it, you can choose to not give it power where it's interfering here with this. So, you know, this may be a creative block for some of you, especially if you're working on creative projects. This could be, you know, your mind wandering when you're trying to read a book. You know, anytime I pick up a book and I'm trying to read it, my mind wanders and I start thinking about, oh, you know, what should I be making for dinner tomorrow? Or, okay, you know, what's the next batch of readings that I'm going to do? What's the theme there? I should start doing that and look, and I just put the book down and run off, start doing other things, right? My mind doesn't shut off. And, you know, I wasn't aware of this until I became aware of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so now that I'm aware of it, I can actually do something about it. So this is where Spirit wants you to do something about it, right? Especially if it's interfering. And sometimes we need professional help to do this. So maybe even seeking that out. For me, I love researching things myself. I like to look online and, you know, whatever feels right to me. There is so much information in the world, everyone. You know, everybody, all of us live a different reality. We're not each living the exact same reality. It is completely different. So we have to tune out of other people's realities and create our own. This is the beauty of this world, and I feel that sometimes we don't realize that we actually have the ability to create our own reality within the reality we live. And it's through how we show up in it. It's through how we take information, our experiences, and allow ourselves to grow and learn from it. You know, growing up, I was very shy. I wouldn't talk. So people thought I was a mute. So this was me from very, very young age up until grade 11. I did not talk. I was shy. If I was late for class, I didn't want any attention on me. I did not want to be noticed whatsoever. So I never made a sound. But because I did that, I was able to observe. I watched everything. I watched the subtleties of people. I'm very good at people. I'm really good at picking up energies and understanding things that are going on, especially with more than one person. It's a gift. I feel that for me to allow it to grow, I had to go through that experience of me being shy and, all the things that came with that experience over that many years. So there's something here that is growing, that is about to sprout for you as well, Taurus. There's an energy that is very old. It feels ancient because of the Hierophant card. It feels it may have come down your family line. Okay, a pattern, a habit that, maybe you noticed in your parents that you have, maybe your grandparents, maybe someone outside of you has said, hey, Taurus, that's something that your parents say or your parents used to do, or there's like these subtleties and the way that you look, like maybe the men in your family all look exactly the same. They're, a certain type of, body, or, they have a certain amount of facial hair. Like they're showing me a lot of different things here. This could be for you, like, you look like your mom, you look like your dad, or, whatever this energy, it's like coming down your family history. You are here to change something. You are here to change something. You are here to grow something new within that timeline, within that, this like generational thing. I don't know. I can't explain it. You're going to have to share it with me and explain to me what that means for you, especially if that's what you're feeling. So yes, you're here to create something new. You're here to experience something new. So you know what? I feel that some of you may not get along with your parents because you don't like how they are, what they believe. So you're going to have to share with me if that's you, or you've got a friend, or you've seen this theme around where, there's a gap, generational gap. Like there's this different thing going on between the parents and the kids, right? It's really interesting that they're showing me this. So yeah, this is what I'm getting. Anyways, you're here to do something new, experience something new, and create something new for others. You might not know this yet, but I feel you're already doing this. And because that seed was already planted, you have been nurturing it, you've been tending to it, it is now sprouting and it's starting to bear leaves. This is abundance. This is you creating this. This is you now creating the experience you desire. This is you manifesting it. And how you're manifesting this, Taurus, is through your actions. Your actions, the way that you show up in your world, the kind of energy that you emit. It doesn't matter what kind of energies you're experiencing in the outer world. We can't change that. We have no control over it. So it's going to do whatever it needs to do. Let it. People, let them do whatever it is that they're doing. Let them say whatever it is that they're saying without bothering you. You are meant to stay grounded and seated in your own place in this world and grow from that space. So this is what is happening. You are growing, you are evolving. This is a part of your soul's evolution, whatever's happening in your life. And there's something here that they're finally ending in your life. It's energetic, it is on a spiritual level, and it is something that you have felt needed to come to an end. So now it is. And this is where you're showing up. It's like, you may have had this habit of eating, sugar at night. That could be a simple thing that you've done. And you're like, you know what, that's got to finally end for me. I'm going to completely stop this. I'm going to replace that with a glass of water before I go to bed, or something else that is, healthier, that actually allows you to grow and it replenishes your energy. And it's you practicing that every single night. And this is the thing that Spirit wants you to know here with this Ace of Wands. It's you. You are this Ace of Wands. It's how do you show up? Like there's an opportunity here. So they've cleared away energies. There's a clearing of the clutter happening. So you might be feeling like you're needing to clean, or I don't know if any of you have OCD. Your OCD is a little bit much now, right? There's like an energy in the air where you want to clean things out and create room. This is what you're doing, right? You're cleaning things out, clearing your fridge out, your cupboards, your car, your purse even. This is that sign, right? and you're making room now for something new. And there's a light here that has already ignited. This full moon was the ignition. So we've already passed the full moon. And it, again, super moon, it was closer to the earth. You felt it more. You might have been a lot emotional, right? So this might have leaked through this month, especially in the last couple of days where, you know, you've just been feeling off. You may be feeling like someone else is feeling off. It's like, what's going on with that person? They're off today. It's the energy, right? So this is what's happening here. Those of you that are here in the Taurus collective today, you're experiencing this. This could be on a very small level. This could be on an intense level, but it's happening right now. So take notice of it. Center yourself, right? Let's create some peace and calm around us. Any kind of weight we're carrying, let's put that down. Now is the time for you to step into whatever that is you felt you lost before, because you never actually lost it. It was always there. It's just you had to claim it. You had to take it and actually apply it, right? So you're finally closing this out and you're stepping into this. So there's an animal spirit that is guiding you through this ending as well. So we're going to pull what that is. This is a spirit animal oracle. So let's see what this animal wants to share with you. Now, some of you might already be seeing this animal around. I'm also getting the cross symbol being significant for some of you. So share with me if you know, the cross is coming in as a sign for you. So we are getting ant spirit. It is time to collaborate. Okay, so we've got expansion happening here, connection, community, learning together, right? Being in space with others. This is going to be very important for you. And we have the number 1 again. So this is going to connect with the energy of the Ace of Wands. You're meant to work with others right now. So you're putting the puzzle pieces together, but you're doing it with others. There's a collaboration. So this could be an energetic collaboration happening for you as well. You working with spirit. So when Ant Spirit comes to visit, it's to celebrate the benefits of working in partnership with others as a part of a community or tribe. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, Taurus. Accept help and trust in your most important partnership, the one that you have with Spirit. Your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality with others and with Spirit. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have any sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track as you build the life you desire. So they want you to have some sort of a practice, something that you do in your daily life that keeps you centered and grounded. Okay, so connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful. And it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. The other message Ant Spirit holds is that you are now at an auspicious time to ask for help and receive it. Whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you. Everything is working to support you right now. So that is incredibly powerful, this message. So look at that. So you may have ants in your house. Maybe you saw ants outside. So our house right now, we've had an ant problem this summer. So we closed all the holes that they're entering. So we've seemed to fix that problem. And now it's really weird because we had maggots fall into our house through the chimney. So the maggots are coming in as signs for some of you. That's really interesting. Why are they sharing that? Maggots. So we're going to close and seal your reading now with an angel number, Taurus. So we're getting 3838. Perhaps you're seeing this number around. You're on a long journey here, my friends, and I feel you have been feeling it. So as you're walking down this long journey, don't pick up every single thing and carry it. Okay, so it is now time to reassess what you're carrying and let it down. So though you are tired, keep on. Continue on your journey here. You are meant to endure this path, this journey. You're going to achieve a lot of progress. You're going to receive a lot here as well. And they want you to follow through. They want you to follow through on something, Taurus. What is this? So remember that actions speak louder than words. You don't want to show up in your world with empty words. Your actions are what manifest the reality you desire to experience. So they want you to follow through on something specific here. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.